Hello, my loves. Right, now, just before Christmas, Modelones sent me this box, and I'm sorry it's got a couple of scuffs on it because I dropped some stuff on it in the salon. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's got polygel in it, but I want to show you the packaging first. So it's got these magnets so that when you just close it down, it seals nicely, and I really like that. I really like the packaging, actually. And then the contents, you've got 6 polygels. They are small tubes, but we'll get around to that. You've got a base coat, a top coat, some glitter and some little stones, like rhinestones, a file, 100, 180 grit, the tool and brush, double end. We've got their liquid and also the dual forms, which I don't really use. I'm going to be using this one, number 5, is it? But I'm going to swatch you the other ones first. So this is number 1, which is the pure white. This was quite stiff to get out of the packaging compared to the other colours. I'm probably thinking it's because it's super pigmented. It was cold in the salon, but not freezing, and the other ones weren't as hard as this to get out. But I have swatched them all, and I've kind of put them on a little pop stick just so we can see how they blend and how they work and stuff. So as you can see, this one was quite hard. It actually like flipped off. I've just filed down that swatch stick, and then I've just used my brush and put it in a little bit of the liquid, and it smoothed out really nice. This was just, out of all of them, this was the stiffest. But if you remember, I can't remember what company it was, last year I swatched some of their white polygel and I couldn't bloody get it to cure, and it was really taking ages to cure. So I was curious, because I haven't tried white polygel since, I was curious about whether this would be the same. Is it just a white polygel thing? And I thought, well, I'm sure I see plenty of people using white polygel. So I whacked it in the lamp for 60 seconds and it was fine. It was absolutely fine. So this is number 002. Can't remember what the actual colour name is, but it's a lovely pink. It's very pretty. And this wasn't quite as hard to get out of the tube. I think I just make it look more clumsy. Yeah, it's a very nice pink. It's like a baby pink, but it's 002. There is a name as well. I just haven't got it in front of me. And I'm going to do the same thing with this. Just smooth it down the nail. I'm only applying it like a thin layer, so it might get a bit patchy if it's a bit too thin in areas, but it's really just to see how it worked. Like, was it super, super stiff? Because I've got some that I'm going to be showing you in the future, and I tried to use one the other day and it was so stiff that I just gave up with it. I was like, no, thank you. So it does go to show that like different brands are slightly different. My Madame Glam is very smooth and easy to work with. My Gershon is quite easy to work with. So I really wanted to see what this was like, and it's pretty good, yeah. And it cured up beautifully. This is number 003. I'm just trying to get the little lid off. So 003, and this is like a translucent pink. This would actually be quite good for capping over a baby boomer. It would work quite well. So I'll just give me a little sticker clean. Watch this. Oh, the end came out, and I was like, oh, have I broken it? And then I thought, no, it probably means they're replaceable. So that's pretty good. I didn't use the base coat, by the way. I normally would on a person. It's just I didn't want to waste it because I don't need to use it on a swatch stick. But I am also going to sculpt some almond extensions with one of the colours, so I've included that in this video. So this is a lovely sheer, like a translucent pink, which, like I said, is great for going over the top of baby boomer, you know, the pink white ombre nails. And then, where am I? 004. This is, I think this is light apricot, this one. I'm sure, because I really like this colour. I actually used it on my mum this evening. Really, really nice natural colour. Very, very beautiful. Yes, it is light apricot. So I'll do exactly the same here. Now, I'm not going to do 005 because I'm using that on my nails later. So this is 006 and this is a colour changing. So this colour here, this really bright kind of magenta colour is what it is cold. So that's the colour the polygel goes when it's cold. The only thing I will say is as I smoothed it out, it was quite translucent. It wasn't as opaque as I was expecting. Whether that's because I've smoothed it out a bit too thin, it's possible. But the colour payoff isn't like mega. Sort of reminds me of the sheer pink, just with a bit more pink. If you know what I mean. Anyway, with this, when it goes warm, I'll show you when I took it out of the lamp, it's like a cloudy clear. Like a milky clear. I'll show you right now. So that it's just come out the lamp, so it's like a clear, just slightly sort of cloudy. And then I just wiped it with the isopropyl alcohol to take off the sticky layer, and it made it cold again, so it started to go back nice and cold again. So I just thought I'd flap it about a bit and watch it change colour, because I'm like a child and I get excited with things like that. It's a pretty colour though. Right, now on to 005. This was my favourite. This is nude. I've already sculpted one hand in square, but I'm doing this other hand in almond. I'm using the Nailmate forms, Galactic Pro forms. These are the shorter ones. They're very, very thick, so they're very stiff, so they hold their shape really well. And these are great for short nails as well. Like if you've got quite short bitten nails, this style of form works really, really well. So I'm doing an almond shape, so I'm going to angle my form down slightly and keep the tabs at the back. Oh my God, the tabs at the back open. Holy moly. I'm just making sure I lined it up because it went a bit wonky where I was trying to hold it in view of the camera and I actually wasn't looking at it properly. So I'm just going to show you there that it's slightly tilting down. Then I'm going to release the tension at the sides so that that form tucks right up under my free edge. And then I'll check it again, and then we're adding the Modelones base coat. My nails have already been prepped and dehydrated. And now I picked up this tip when I was watching Gemma Lambert the other day of scrubbing in the base coat, really scrub it into the nail. And I get it, so I thought, oh, I'll do that. So I used the stiffer polygel brush to really scrub that base coat into all the little ridges and nooks and crannies on the natural nail surface. So that's cured for 30 seconds. And now look, I've already sculpted one hand of short nails. These are not long by any means, but I'm already over halfway through the tube just doing that. So these tubes obviously don't hold a lot of product. So I don't think you'd get a super long set out of them, or if you did, you'd get one set and that's it. But then it's a mixed box of all different ones, so it's not too bad. So this is nude. I really, really love this colour. And this was a lot softer to work with than, for example, the white, which was really, really, really rigid. In comparison to this one anyway. So I'm just going to sculpt out a little almondy nail. I'll pop that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then as it comes out and it's cooling down, I'll give it a little pinch. Doesn't need much because it's quite well formed anyway. The forms don't move, they're really stiff. So, and I'll remove the form and check the underneath. The underneath was not too bad, but I needed more product on the top. So I went in and got a little bit more and added that to the top of the nail. And then I cured that in my lamp for 60 seconds. And then I did turn the nail over and cure it underneath for 60 seconds as well. And basically I finished the rest of these off camera and gave them a nice file into shape. So I'll show you that at the end. And then the next video will be a gel polish design video where I've got to review some gel polish from a different company. So I thought I'd add that as a separate video so you weren't bombarded. But yeah, I really do like this colour. It's very flattering, really nice colour. I've still got them just naked at the moment. They're very pretty. And I like the shape. I've got a thing about almond nails at the moment. It's becoming a little bit of an obsession. Right, so in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then I finished off, filed them all into shape, and this is what they looked like. I was just finishing off my filing, getting rid of the dust. I noticed a few little bits that I needed to touch up, so I did that, a little bit of it on camera, and then I went out of shot. It's very, very soft to file, which is great, very quick. I sculpted these out in about half an hour. Sculpted and like prepped, sculpted and filed in about half an hour. So quick and easy. I couldn't even believe it myself, considering I'm faffing about trying to get it on camera. Anyway, I'll give them a good clean off with some isopropyl alcohol, get all that dust gone. And here they are. It's a beautiful colour. I'm really happy with the shape. They've sculpted out beautifully. I will see you in the next video, which will be the following design. Till then, tally bye.